everybody, Trevor here, and welcome to another birthday unboxing video. And yes, I am officially 34 years old now. And as you can tell by reading the title of this video, I am doing a birthday unboxing video about Bachmann Thomas items. So without further ado, let's get started on one of them. Here we are. This is the blue 12-ton Funfair van, which Rosie pulled in Rosie's Funfair special. Let's open this up, shall we? And here we are. This is my very first 12-ton van for Bachmann. And yes, I do have the red version, which we'll get into later. But right now, let's talk about the blue version. And as I said before, this can be seen in Rosie's Funfair special, which is a season 12 episode, which in my opinion is a pretty good episode. Not perfect, but better than most episodes in season 12. Yeah, in my opinion, season 12 was a mediocre season. Not the worst of the Sharon Miller seasons, but it could have been a lot better. If it had individual voice acting, that is. What I love about this model is that it has stars, including a yellow one right here, which is really big, and it's got little ones right here of blue, red, and yellow. Same on this side. Yeah. I love the detailing on these models. I know I keep saying it a lot with every one of these Bachmann items, but it's the truth. And personally, I think Bachmann should have released these a long time ago. I know Hornby made some of their versions of the Funfair vans, but I'm not going to promise to get those because they're pretty expensive and very hard to find. Not to mention that they're UK exclusive, so I'm not going to bother trying to get those. Besides, Bachmann is the way of the future, in my opinion at least. I'll give a full score on this later. Right now, I want to focus on the other presents. Ooh, Mr. Jolly's Chocolate Factory ventilated van. This is my secondary ventilated van in my collection. The first one being the blue version, which is pretty generic, but it still looks really nice. This one's even better because it's more detailed and more specific. And the reason why I bought this is because I love Percy's Chocolate Crunch, one of my favorite season 6 episodes. And it's no secret that I love chocolate in general because it's so delicious. I know some people don't like chocolate, and that's fine. But for me, I think it's better than vanilla. That's just my opinion. Let's open this up. And here we are. As I said before, this is my secondary ventilated van, the first one being the generic blue version, which I think is pretty good too, but this is even better because it's more specific. It's a specific kind of ventilated van because of the Mr. Jolly's Chocolate Factory logo on the sides, which in my opinion looks very accurate to season 6. So overall, I give this one a 10 out of 10 stars because I love chocolate in general. And I especially love that season 6 episode called Percy's Chocolate Crunch. And if you love chocolate like I do, then I highly suggest you pick this one up. Let's open up the next one. All right, here's the red 12-ton Funfair van. And like I said about the blue version, this one also appeared in Rosie's Funfair special. I believe that this, along with the blue version, also appeared in one of the early Hit era episodes. I think. I don't remember. But I do know for a fact that this, along with this, appeared in season 12. Particularly in the Rosie's Funfair special episode. I'm going to open this one up. Not much to say about this one, but I think this looks as good as this one. They're both perfect. And because of these reasons alone, I'm giving both of these a 10 out of 10 gold stars. And if you love the episode Rosie's Funfair Special, then I suggest you pick these two up before they're gone, which I doubt. Let's open up the next one. Now this is the Sodor Salt Wagon. This is my secondary salt wagon, with the first one being the Charleston Truck number 5. And the reason why I bought this is because I wanted another salt wagon, besides the Charleston Truck number 5, which is also a salt wagon, but with a face. Here's a funny story. I bought this from a seller from Lincoln, Nebraska, and I originally bought this along with the Great Western Railway cattle wagon, which unfortunately was out of stock, so in favor of my budget, I decided to buy this from a different seller instead. Yeah, it's too bad that the Great Western Railway cattle wagon was out of stock. Yeah, luckily I got my money back, so that takes care of that. Anyway, let's open this up. Okay, let's talk about this. I love the detailing on the sides, especially with the Sodor Salt logo on the sides. And I like this little detail right here that says, load 10 tons. And I think this one says, I can't read it. It's hard. Can you read it? I can't tell what it says, but it does look nice. And I like it has 600 on the sides. Yeah. I especially like that it has a black rooftop instead of the usual gray rooftops that some of the models have. And, yeah. So, all in all, I give this model a 10 out of 10 gold stars just to be nice, since I don't have really anything else to say about it. Now I've saved the best for last, and it's gonna be a model of James. I'll show you right now. Don't get mad at me if it's not the one you voted for. This is the Busy Bee James, who first appeared in the Green Controller, which I believe was like a season 9 or 10 episode. I can't remember, but yeah, it's a pretty good episode in my opinion because Percy was trying his very best to be in charge, even though he messed up at the beginning, but at least he managed to fix his problems in the end. And another reason why I like that episode overall is because of this Busy Bee version of James, which has been seen in a lot of merchandise, including Wooden Railway, Take and Play, etc. While the Green Controller wasn't a perfect episode, but it's definitely better than most hit era episodes at the time, especially Thomas's Frosty Friend and Push Me Pull You, just to name a couple. Anyway, let's open up this box. Here's the tender. And here's James himself. Let's see if I can couple these. There we go. Good as new. Now, I know a lot of you guys voted for the 2022 reissue of the original Red James for HO scale, but the problem is they were out of that on eBay at the time, so I decided to buy this model instead. So, sorry to disappoint you guys. But hey, at least I got this now, and I think it looks really neat. I love that he has the black and yellow stripes, which makes him look like a bee. And I like the headlamp right here, as well as this thing, whatever it's called, and the lamp irons look really nice. And I also like the running board. It looks really nice as well. I especially like the coal. The coal is really cool too. Sorry about my stuttering. Now, I only have 2 gripes with this model. For one thing, it doesn't have the front hook and loop coupling, which which I guess is understandable because otherwise you wouldn't be able to make room for this front bogey right here, or the front pilot wheels, or whatever you call them. I can't remember, but yeah. And another problem I have with this model is the face. I know it has the classic face, but it looks creepy. It looks like it wants to stare into my soul. Hopefully someday Bachmann will update their HO scale models of Thomas, Percy, and James in the future. At least they did that in G scale and N scale forms, but I hope they do the same thing for HO scale as well, because these faces seriously need an update. Seriously, I don't see why they couldn't. But other than those two gripes, I'm going to give this model an 8.5 out of 10 stars. And if you enjoyed the green controller episode, or if you like James in general, then I suggest you get this along with the red and black versions, which I'm not going to promise to get because I think one version of James isn't enough for me, at least for now. Alright, I've cleaned up the mess so I can set up my train, and as you can already tell, I made this small HO scale layout. I was going to move this junk off the table first, but I'm too lazy to do that, and I just want to get this video done and over with instead. So anyway, here's Busy Bee James with the Funfair vans, the Sodor Salt Wagon, and the Mr. Jolly's Chocolate Factory ventilated van. Oh, by the way, I should add a caboose in there as well. Ah, much better. Anyway, let's run this train, shall we? And as you can see, it runs really well. Just like Edward, who is also a mixed traffic engine like James, except he's older and kinder and less vain. And we're done. Well, that was my 47th unboxing video. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if there's anything you think I could have done better, then feel free to leave constructive criticism down below, just as long as it's not too harsh. After all, it is my birthday weekend. This is Trevor Davis signing off, and once again, happy 34th birthday to me. See you all later.